So I'm going to share with you my values. I share you with them because they're the only ones, as I said, that I've got the right or the authenticity to share with you. Challenge them. As I challenge yours and as I challenge yours, they're just there to be challenged. Okay? So I challenge you to challenge my values. My personal values. Number one is choice, cause and effect. I honestly believe, at this point, it took me a long time to buy into this, but I honestly believe that my life is my fault. I've been married 3 times. Been divorced 3 times. I've been married again. Looking for a woman I don't like, I'll just buy the house. But when I started my relationship with Elaine, 2 years and 3 months ago, she came round to the house one night and we were creating some space in the house for some of her stuff, and out of the cupboard came this box full of photographs. To that point, I was a little bit bitter, you know, about women and such as that, and why aren't they happy, and why this and why that. And in that box, there are still 3 photographs, 1 from each of my 3 weddings. Guess who the only person who went to all 3 of my weddings is? I am the only person who went to all 3 of my weddings. So doesn't it just add up that maybe that one person, that common denominator, maybe had something to do with the breakdown of all 3 of those marriages? It's stuff like that that make you realise, perhaps, every time your life goes belly up, you're there. I was massively in debt. Start of the 90s. I'm in debt now, but I was massively in debt then. But I've still got a big brown box file at home full of credit card slips and bank statements and loan agreement forms and overdraft forms and letters from the bank. They're all addressed to me. Nobody else. It's only my name that's on it. And in 1986, I got stopped for drink driving. I didn't get stopped, I got stopped for driving crap, and then they found out being drink driving. They breathalyzed me and I failed the breathalyzer test. I was in the car on my own. Nobody put a gun to my head and made me drive home, and nobody put a gun to my head and made me drink more alcohol than my body could stand and drive. It wasn't until I started looking at all those things and you came up with the common denominator to why everything goes wrong in your life that I realised it's probably down to me. Now, as I speak right now, it would be quite nice to have a few more quid in the bank, but I'm happy. I have enough. I have enough golf, I have enough time off, I have enough work, I have enough friends, I have enough love, I have enough fun. I've got enough. Maintaining that in itself is a job. But if you look around it, I've got enough. That's my fault as well. Is your business doing okay? Well, that's your fault, I'm sorry. But that's your fault. Now, if your business has gone belly up and you've been regretting leaving that well-paid job and your kids hated you, guess whose fault that would have been? Because until we take responsibility for where we are, if your life is somebody else's fault, then who the hell is running your life? Does anybody disagree with that? Now, what happened to you as a kid, I don't know, it's your business, but that probably wasn't your fault. It was your fault you're walking now, but the doctors told you wouldn't. Is that fair to say? Sometimes things happen to us in life that we can't avoid. But you can always control how you attack those things, or not attack those things. You give in, you move forwards. Your attitude is the one thing that you have absolute complete control over. Do we all agree with that rather than disagree with that? Yeah. Cool. Try that value for a month. A second value, lifelong learning. Even before you came here today, who's learnt something today? Everybody? What you learnt?
How many consultants has left?
Right. And what's the upshot of that?
I've got to go and try and find some more consultants.
Right, so you've learned now, so you're also going to learn how to find someone to replace that, so there's a few more lessons coming up there. Who else has learned? Sorry, who else has learned something today? Handwritten over here. Nobody learned anything today? So until 2 o'clock today, nobody had learned anything. I don't believe it. You're a bunch of, do you know what I learned the other day going to London on a train? If you write a really, really long email and you're on the train's Wi-Fi, send it before you get into them tunnels that are King's House. Or else it's just going to get lost. I learned that. But when you think about it, that's not a bad lesson to learn, is it? Either save it or send it. I've learned a few things today. I've learned what the bridge is. Elaine said, are you going over the bridge? I went, the bridge? But the bridge. I've been over the bridge today. So now when she says, I'm going over the bridge, I know where the bridge is. Might not get me anything, and it certainly won't get me any more business, but I've learned that. So just to help you, I think it's my responsibility to teach you people something that you didn't know. But I need to make a disclaimer. What I'm about to teach you, you cannot unlearn. So if you don't want to learn anything new, please block your ears now. Sheep can't sit down. When a sheep sits down, it actually bends its front legs like that and then flops its bum down. And it gets up exactly the same way. They can't sit down. Now, two things are going to happen now. Firstly, you're going to go home and you're going to Google sheep sitting down. Try to find a picture. You will find a picture of a sheep sitting down. It's Shaun the sheep off Wallace and Gromit. And don't send me a picture because you've got loads of them. And secondly, when you're driving through the country, you will slow down at sheep fields. And you will look. And you won't see a sheep sat down. Now, what are you going to do with that information? I don't know. But what a great piece of information. Cows can't walk downstairs. But cows can walk and will walk upstairs. That's why, if you, does anybody know any dairy farmers? Any farmers? If you ever go to a dairy farm, and the sort of barn they've got with all the dairy and all the milking machines and everything else, if there is a set of steps in that barn, they will deliberately put a door at the bottom, because a cow will walk upstairs, but they can't walk back down again. If you get a cow in your bedroom, it ain't coming out. And in the